Esports, like any other industry, has seen its share of successes and failures. While the industry has experienced significant growth in recent years, there have been instances where esports leagues or organizations have faced challenges or even failure. At the end of the day, esports is a business venture, and if it isn't meeting its targets that it has set out to accomplish, the organizers or developers behind the project have to make the smart yet harsh decision to terminate. There are several valid reasons behind how and why esports leagues fail. Poor financial management, overspending, lack of sponsorships, or poor audience engagement. There are many factors that can ultimately contribute to the downfall of an esport. More often than not, it's a combination of these problems that spawns negativity within gaming communities, influencing their decision to tune in or spend money on the game in question. Blizzard Entertainment's Overwatch League allegedly suffered from many of the instances listed. Additionally, the internal lawsuits the company was facing, the game's frequent stale meta, decline in viewership numbers, and the struggles involved with the COVID-19 pandemic had a profound effect on the league. At the end of its 2023 season, the league operators gave team franchise owners a chance to discontinue their involvement with the struggling league and offered $6 million in termination payment to permanently exit the struggling annual tournament. In a statement with GG Recon, an Overwatch League spokesperson confirmed that we are transitioning from the Overwatch League and evolving competitive Overwatch in a new direction. We are grateful to everyone who has made OWL possible and remain focused on building our vision of a revitalized esports program. We are excited to share details with you all in the near future. Regulatory changes, including legal restrictions or unfavorable government policies, can impede the growth of esports leagues. Issues such as visa restrictions for international players were common during the COVID-19 pandemic. The live ESL One Los Angeles Dota 2 major, slated for March 15, 2020, was postponed, then eventually cancelled by the event organizers, with players from competing squads Virtus.pro and Team Adroit having their visas denied for the event. ESL moved the tournament to an online format over concerns regarding the pandemic, stating, "While we were very excited to bring the first ever Dota 2 major to Los Angeles, the safety and well-being of our players, attendees, coaches, partners, and ESL staff must come first. We are deeply disappointed, but believe this outcome is in the best interest of all the people who make these incredible events possible." Esports is a rapidly evolving industry, and games that fail to adapt to changing trends risk becoming obsolete. This includes failure to capitalize on and embrace new technologies, or overlooking shifts in audience preferences and behaviors, including how the wider community reacts to the monetization model and complexity of these games. Valve's venture into the card game space in the form of Artifact barely lifted off the ground at launch. It promised a unique turn-based experience and an ambitious $1 million plus esports tournament. Player numbers, unfortunately, were consistently low worldwide. A $20 entry fee to the game, plus an upfront cost to compete in the game's tournaments, was met with community backlash. To combat this, Valve announced a refined, free-to-play sequel of Artifact to help bring in new players to the game, but ultimately had to cancel the project, stating that It's now been about a year and a half since the current Artifact team began work on a reboot in earnest. While we're reasonably satisfied we accomplished most of our game-side goals, we haven't managed to get the active player numbers to a level that justifies further development at this time. As such, we've made the tough decision to stop development on the Artifact 2.0 beta. On the other end of the spectrum, the under-monetization of an esports title or league has dire consequences, often causing game development companies to hemorrhage money over time rather than turn a profit from its player base. Vainglory, a highly regarded cell phone MOBA created by game developer Super Evil Megacorp, was praised for its outstanding gameplay, easy learning curve, and lack of predatory microtransactions and advertisements. The free-to-play game, however, lacked ways to make money from its audience, with much of its content being accessible by simply playing the game in order to earn its in-game currency.
Clash make the engage as Black Claw was started up.
Go for the back door! This is what they did back
What
in
a
the
cameraman
VPL.
to get back! There is no defense. They're gonna burn this down. Ace with the surprise play to lock in the
It's
Vainglory
beautiful.
World Championship. How about them apples?
With no return on Super Evil Megacorp's venture into the esports space, they were forced to shut down their World League, stating that esports is something that we're hugely passionate about, but the sacrifices we had to make at the time to keep it afloat weren't worth the results. Our changing strategy has meant we have had to take a more supportive role in esports, allowing our partners and community to take the leading role when it comes to organization. After a change in publisher, the game continued to decline and eventually lost support. Today, Super Evil Megacorp continues to keep the game and its online servers afloat, hoping that one day it may return to its former glory and popularity. Internal conflicts and development team changes within esports organizations can destabilize leagues and hinder their ability to operate effectively. Disputes over company direction, disagreements among stakeholders, or the need to commit resources to other Grade A projects can often leave league operators starved of resources. The famous case of Heroes of the Storm and its cancelled esports divisions shocked fans, teams, and staff around the world, with many speculating that Blizzard came too late to the MOBA genre table.
20% falling. One member goes down. Two members go down. Dignitas trying to hold, but NG has done it. They are your 2018 Global Champions.
Former Blizzard Entertainment CEO J. Allen Brack stated after BlizzCon in 2018 that we've made the difficult decision to shift some developers from Heroes of the Storm to other teams. And we're excited to see the passion, knowledge, and experience that they'll bring to those projects. We've also evaluated our plans around Heroes Esports. After looking at all of our priorities and options in light of the change with the game, the Heroes Global Championship and Heroes of the Dorm will not return in 2019. This was another very difficult decision for us to make. In a similar vein to Blizzard Entertainment's take on Heroes of the Storm developments, CD Projekt Red, the developer behind big game hits such as The Witcher and Cyberpunk, announced in 2022 that the card game spin-off Gwent had reached the end of its gaming cycle and had chosen to shrink down its development team. This was the natural order of things. CD Projekt Red did right by its league's staff, players, and fans, allowing the Gwent Masters to continue on for one last season and help establish Gwentfinity, a player-driven initiative to help steer the competitive focus of the game in the right direction moving forward.
Run-free leader left with the pings. It's not gonna be enough. Miyamon is your World Master Season 5 champion. Congratulations. Well-deserved, a hard-fought.
In a post that showed the utmost respect to all fans of Gwent, CD Projekt Red stated that, "We're making this announcement about our long-term plans now because it's the right thing to do and because we believe in transparent and honest communication. We came a long way together. There were ups and downs. We made memories, we saw friendships being forged, and even marriages being made over the years. You deserve to know what the future holds for our favorite game and how you can be a part of this future." Successful esports leagues require a clear long-term vision and strategic planning. Without a coherent roadmap for growth, development, and sustainability, leagues struggle to attract investment, secure partnerships, or maintain relevance in a competitive market. In some cases, focusing on building these up can pull away from the original focus of the game itself. The offline-turned-online-only tournament of Hi-Rez Studio Paladins Pro Circuit made the call to discontinue the league after years of operation.
One more chance to reset this game. He is into the ice block. Overtime melting down one last time. They're not going to do it. It's destiny fulfilled. NIP are your world champions.
In a Twitter post, they stated to fans that our #1 goal for 2021 is to revitalize Paladins as a game and provide it with more meaningful development support. All our resources will be directed towards achieving this goal. Unfortunately, this means discontinuing all our competitive leagues, including the Paladins Pro Circuit. Based on the feedback we received from fans and players alike, it was clear that we did not deliver a satisfactory esports experience with the PPC. As such, we feel our existing resources would be better used for improving Paladins as a game, rather than continuing to divert funds to a competitive scene that is no longer seeing meaningful engagement. It goes without saying that league operators and game developers have the monumental task of staying relevant and appealing to their target audience, all while creating a sustainable and profitable spectator experience. Learning from these failures and addressing these challenges proactively is crucial for the continued growth and success of the esports industry, no matter the game or genre.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.